What's up guys, it's Remy from the Healthy Fat Ass, and today I want to talk about all things that have to do with the peach. Now I'm not trying to claim that I have a Kim Kardashian ass, but I would like to believe that I have nearly doubled the size of my peach. And I feel like it's continuing to grow because I've changed a few things in my diet and my exercise routine. Now, I don't want to just tell you which exercises are the best to target your glutes. I also want to talk to you about your nutrition and what exactly you should be eating to grow the glutes. So I also want to cover what you should be doing if you want to just grow your glutes, or if you would also like to grow the rest of the muscles in your legs. So let's start with the nutrition side of things, and then I'll take you guys to the gym with me and I'll show you all of my favorite glute workouts that I feel like have really taken my glutes to the next level. So when it comes to growing your glutes, there's a very simple thing that you have to do, and all it is to make sure you have a shit ton of carbs and protein right before and right after your workout. Our body loves to use carbs as the main source of our fuel, and actually when you're working out, when it stops using carbs, then it actually taps into protein, not fat, because to break down fat is a slower process, so then it starts going for your protein. And if you don't have protein in your system, that's when it starts breaking down your muscles. Bodybuilding.com suggests that you have about 40 grams of protein right before your workout. After your workout, you're gonna need about 50 to 75 grams of carbs to help you build your booty. This is all recommended by bodybuilding.com, by the way. So when it comes to what exactly you should be eating right before and right after your workout, I know I mentioned that you should be having a mixture of protein and carbs, but what exactly does that look like? Well, a few hours before your workout, you can have some lean meat and you can have some complex carbohydrates. So this includes anything like brown rice, sweet potatoes, oatmeal, just any complex carbs. It's gonna take 2 to 3 hours to break down those carbs. So if you eat them about 2 or 3 hours before your workout, you're gonna be able to still use that fuel for your workout. When it gets closer to your workout, when it's like 30 minutes to your workout, you're gonna wanna start eating simple carbohydrates, just so they can be broken down easily and so you can use them exactly when you need to use them. When it comes to after your workout, you're gonna wanna do the same exact thing. You're gonna want to have simple carbohydrates just so your body can use it to repair your muscle and help you build your muscle immediately. Now, as for what protein you should be using, bodybuilder.com suggests that you drink whey protein before your workout and whey and a mix of casein protein right after your workout. Now that is great advice, but I personally hate including dairy into my diet simply because it just doesn't make me feel good. So I like to have collagen peptides because they're unflavored. I can just throw it in my smoothie and it doesn't hurt my tummy. It just makes me feel good. So I know that just saying this stuff is great and all, but I actually also want to show you what I personally eat right before and right after my workout. So let's go get a meal in. I have a lot of good options of what I could eat pre-workout, but I'm actually going to stick to the classic peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Number one, I haven't had a PB&J in so long, and this is really hitting the spot. This is helping me with my carbs, but now I need some protein. So I'm gonna make a little protein smoothie real quick. I'm just throwing in some frozen strawberries. I'm throwing in 2 scoops of collagen peptides. This is the brand I get, just in case you wanna get it too. It's the Vital Protein Collagen Peptides. It's unflavored, you can throw it in your smoothies, coffee, pretty much anything, and you will not even notice it. I'm also gonna throw in 2 packets of stevia because even though I do try to stay away from fake sugar, this smoothie just does not taste sweet enough without some sugar. And I could throw in a banana, but I prefer not to just throw in all my carbs into a smoothie. I like to actually eat them. Then I just throw in some almond milk. This is actually almond and coconut blend. Oh, shit. I need to shake that. All right, let's try that again. Alright, much better. Okay, so I just blended this all up with my NutriBullet. Look at how yummy that looks. Alright, I'm gonna take this to go and I'm gonna head to the gym, and now I'm going to show you the best exercises for your glutes. Okay, so I'm headed to the gym right now. If you want to just build your glutes and nothing else, you're gonna wanna do glute isolation exercises. If you want to grow pretty much all your leg muscles, then you're gonna wanna do compound movements. I will be doing a mixture of glute isolated exercises and compound exercises, but I'm gonna point out to you which ones are compound and which ones are isolate, just so you know exactly which ones you should be doing for your own personal goals. So I started off by warming up, and I wanted to do a compound movement to warm up just because I knew that I was going to work out every part of my leg. So I started off with just doing some light squats, and then I even transitioned to doing some jump squats as well. So basically this just warmed up every part of my body, and I really felt like it also just helped me activate my glutes. So I started off doing squats. Now this is a compound movement, so it's going to work every muscle in my leg, but what you can do to really target your glutes is just point your toes out a bit and have a bit of a wider stance, just so it really targets your glutes. And as you can see, when I come up, I am squeezing my glutes at the top just so it even activates it more.
I used to be a strong, independent woman until I found the beauties of spots.
The next exercise I did was sumo deadlifts, and you're gonna want a really wide stance for this one. I pointed my toes out and I activated my glutes at the top by squeezing my butt. The next exercise I did was walking lunges. I love walking lunges because I feel like they target my glutes so well, but in order for them to target your glutes, you're going to want to do a few things. You're going to take a large stride right before you go into the lunge, and a lot of people say they feel this on their quads. If that's you, make sure that your back is straight before you go into the lunge, and then just really have that mind and muscle connection and focus on your glutes as you're going down, and trust me, you will feel it. Okay, the next one is going to look weird. These are weighted donkey kicks, but boy do they target your glutes. So you're not going to want to put a lot of weight, but you are going to want to put your foot right under the bar and then kind of move it up, just like a donkey kick but with weights. Moving on, this looks like a regular leg press, so it's definitely a compound movement, but if you can look at my feet, they're kind of pointed out just like a frog, and this is to target the glutes. Have you been waiting for hip thrusters to enter my video? Because they're finally here. These are so good for targeting your glutes. They are an isolation exercise. Now, just a few tips on these. The biggest one I want to give is just to hold the bar at the top to really build your glutes. So just hold it for a few seconds and then you're good. Okay, last but not least, I did the Bulgarian split squat, and all you're going to do for these is put one foot on the bench and then squat. These are very similar to the walking lunges, so if you remember some of the tips from those exercises, you're going to want to implement them here as well. These are really, really good for building your glutes, so I hope you enjoyed this exercise and all the rest as well. Okay guys, so I just got back from the gym, and if you remember correctly, we're supposed to have something that has 50 to 75 grams of carbohydrates. So I'm gonna make some paleo pancakes.
The babies are coming along nice, but it's the moment of truth.
Oh!
Stuck the landing.
Oh!
Those are about to be some fire pancakes.
Okay, so I just got one pancake with some regular maple syrup. Now, these pancakes are only like 14 carbs each, so this is where the majority of the carbohydrates are coming from. For the protein, I'm just gonna have an Evolve plant-powered protein shake. A lot of people say that pre and post workout you shouldn't eat anything that's too unhealthy, but for pre and post workout, I just know that I need simple carbohydrates, and I know that sugar is actually okay in this case. So I don't try to be too strict when it comes to that. Okay guys, I'm gonna end the video here. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned everything you need to know about building glutes. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you wanna see more, make sure you subscribe. Okay, thanks guys, bye.